People look for a quick fix anything now. If you look around, man, everyone is overeating. Everyone is looking for the newest gadget and gizmo. Everyone is trying to make success the number one priority immediately. And to an extent, that's a good mentality to have. But when money becomes your god, it's just going to lead you down to a path of destruction. We see that with lottery winners. Majority of them go broke immediately after winning the lottery. Again, with the quick fix thing, when is the last time you searched up how to get abs in 10 minutes? Or maybe you go on Snapchat and you'll start talking to a girl and wanting to get a hookup in. Things like that. Quick fix for everything. Some things aren't the best to get a quick fix at. Let's look at the difference between rich people and wealthy people. Rich people are lost people. Oftentimes you'll see rich people getting rich off of OnlyFans, gambling, scamming, or being greedy for money. But the difference between a wealthy person and a rich person is that the wealthy person actually has character. When you look at a wealthy person, you ask them how they did it, majority of the time they're going to say, oh man, I failed at this business and I really wanted to make it. I started at a 9-to-5 job and then I lost everything. Things like that. And then you'll ask them for advice how they got there. They're always going to say, oh, I started investing when I was young. I invested what I had. I saved what I had. I kept pushing towards my goal. And then a lot of the times they'll also say in the process, I wasn't taking care of my body or my health. So then I began to transform my body, and that took years. So there's always ebbs and flows. And there's always something to improve on. And these things can't be improved overnight. If you went to ask Kobe Bryant, how did he get his jump shots so pure? You already know this guy. He's in the gym 10 hours a day, every single day. It didn't take one 10-hour session for him to become the best at his shooting. It doesn't take, another sports example, it didn't take Messi one World Cup to win it. It took him several tries and a lot of age to get to that spot to eventually win the World Cup. And his goal isn't money. His goal of being the best soccer player in the world came with money. So getting rich quick is just a path to destruction. We see that it can bring a bunch of different sins. We already know that money amplifies the person that you are. So if you're not letting God prune out these things out of you before he blesses you with income, then you're just going to kind of be a jackhead with money. If you're a teenager with money, you're just asking yourself for a life of destruction. Of course, I've been down this road myself, and that's why I'm talking about it. Everyone has. Everyone wants to. I saw this comment on a YouTube video the other day of a day trader. He made a lot of money at a young age, and he eventually lost it all. And he said that he was so greedy that he just wanted more and more. My dad used to tell me when I was younger that I don't have the respect for a dollar. My dad worked his whole life, and he's going to be retiring here soon. He's going to be living in a beautiful country, and he tells me all about it all the time, and I'm excited for him to do it. But when I was younger, I used to want these expensive clothes, and when we go on vacations, I'd ask if we can go to these expensive dinners and things like that. And he said, Nick, you don't understand. You don't have the respect for a dollar. And I think now I do. Looking back in the past, I definitely didn't. Because I was actually getting rich quick. I was making a lot of money as a very young kid, and I don't know how. And looking back, now I'm working, and now I know what it's like to save. And I have the respect for a dollar, and I don't spend my money like I used to. But that's something that had to be pruned out of me by God. That endless void that people are trying to fill with food, with money, lust, all of their human desires, it can't be filled. So by getting rich quick, it won't fulfill it. It takes long-term discipline to actually feel fulfilled. I'm going to read a few proverbs here about this topic. Speaking of the respect for a dollar, here's a verse from Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 11. Those who till their land will have plenty of food, but those who follow worthless pursuits have no sense. So what does this mean? I brought this verse up because I always think about what wealthy people tell you when you ask them for advice. They're going to say, oh man, you got to invest when you're young. When you invest, even the little that you have, it'll make you money down the road in the future. If you're investing $7,000 a year, that's going to turn into $300, $400, $500, $600, $700,000, $800,000 in the future. That's enough for you to retire. Not only that, that's not even as much as that you're going to invest. You're going to be investing way more than $7,000 a year. As you get older, you'll be earning more money and you'll be able to tuck away a little more. I understand it's not the most glamorous lifestyle, most glamorous path to wealth, but that's the wealth that sticks. You'll always see these OnlyFans people doing more crazy stuff to earn more money. But in the end, it's not going to satisfy their desires. Because once that's their standard of these extreme amounts of income, they're just going to want more and more. But when you humbly work your way up and you save what you have, you'll be more than happy and you'll be well off, and that's how you build generational wealth. I can't stress to you guys enough the importance of investing. If you're older, that's okay, you know. I can't speak on that. I'll speak on my behalf because I'm a younger individual. But I have another verse from Proverbs that I want to read. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 21. Misfortune pursues sinners, but prosperity rewards the righteous. That's exactly what I'm talking about with this OnlyFans thing. Misfortune pursues sinners. They are getting fortune, but it's misfortune. Do you understand what I'm saying? But prosperity rewards the righteous. If you're working hard diligently and you're tucking away what you have and you're not spending it on stupid crap, you'll be okay in the future. In Jesus' name, I hope that whoever is watching this will be successful in their life. I sure hope I will. I'd say that if this is the path that I'm on, I got a sure heck of a good chance of getting there someday. Have a good day.